What's up squad, my name is ESO and welcome back to the channel where I give you daily tips in Skyrim Special Edition. In today's video guide I will be showing you how to obtain the best armor in the game. It even has a better armor rating than Daedric armor. In fact, with this armor we can reach the armor cap that will give you a total of 80% physical damage reduction. And this is light armor guys, which is pretty impressive. So in order to actually get this armor you need to do one of the funnest quests in the game, because you pretty much have to go on a treasure hunt to find the full armor set. The set is completely unique and it's called the DEATHBRAND armor. As I said before guys, it provides the best armor rating in the game, giving you a total base armor of 79. However, it has a unique effect that gives you plus 100 armor when you're wearing the full set. So once you have the full set equipped, you'll have a total base armor rating of 179. That's ridiculous. That's even better than full Daedric armor. It's stupidly good, especially considering that the DEATHBRAND armor set is light armor, so as you may have guessed it only weighs 13 pounds compared to Daedric armor which weighs 81 pounds. The DEATHBRAND armor also comes pre-enchanted with a rather unique effect. Let's quickly go over each item now and how useful they are. So firstly we have the DEATHBRAND armor itself, which gives you 15 stamina for each DEATHBRAND item you wear. So that's 60 stamina in total once you have the whole set on. And then we have the DEATHBRAND boots, which increase your carry capacity by a total of 40 points. So that's 10 points each for each piece of the set you're wearing. Next up is the DEATHBRAND gauntlets. These increase your one-handed damage by 10% for each piece of the set you're wearing. So that's a total of 40% more one-handed damage that you're going to be doing. And then lastly we have the DEATHBRAND helm, and this gives you the ability to breathe underwater. Now this ability is usually not very useful to you unless you're visiting one of the only underwater locations in the game. And if you do want to go there after you have this helmet, I'll leave a link to where you can go to find it down below in the description. This is pretty much the best armor set in the game if you're not using the enchanting skill, and I'll talk about improving this armor later on in the video so you can get the armor cap of 80% physical damage reduction. But to actually get this armor for yourself, you need to first start the Dragonborn quest line. This will allow you to gain access to the island of Solheim. If you don't know how to do this, just follow my guide in the description below about how to start the Dragonborn content. You'll arrive on the boat in the town of Raven Rock, located just here on the map. So once you get off the boat, you're going to want to come straight along the docks and then go into the temple at the top of the steps here. Once you are inside, come downstairs to the bedroom, which is straight on as you enter the door, and then we're going to want to go right through this other door. Here we can find a copy of the book called DEATHBRAND. You must now open and read this book to start the quest. But please note that if you are not yet level 36, the quest won't start for you. If you want to get to level 36 quickly so you can start this quest, make sure you check out my level 1 to 100 skill guides, because you can level up really quickly by following them. So the first piece of armor can be located here on the map on the north of the island at Haknir's Shoal, which is kind of like a pirate camp. You'll only know it's here though if you actually read the book, because the book tells us the legend of a famous pirate named Haknir DEATHBRAND, and it also tells us where his helmet was buried, which starts us off on this treasure hunt. So once you actually get to the camp, you'll be attacked by these pirates. The pirate leader usually wears full Nordic carved armor, which you can obviously sell or give to a follower after you kill him. And guys, I really do suggest reading the DEATHBRAND book before you do this quest, because it really does make the story that much more interesting. The legend behind this armor is pretty damn awesome. As you can probably tell, it's one of my favourite quest stories in the game, or at least in my top 10. So once you have killed the bandit leader, you will find that he has the DEATHBRAND treasure map on his corpse. It was told that Hacknir DEATHBRAND actually cursed his armour and told his crew to burn all of his ships and bury his armour and treasure around the island of Solfheim. At these spots here marked on the map, the crosses only show roughly where the treasure is hidden, so I'm going to show you in this guide where you can actually get it. You will find the unique DEATHBRAND helmet in this chest just here though. The chest has already been dug up of course, and the helmet gives us that water breathing enchantment when we're wearing it.
Outlaws and
Next though, we must venture to the far south of the map, just east from Raven Rock, to Tel Mithrin. You can't miss this location because it's a giant mushroom sticking out of the ground. And once you do arrive at the giant shroom, just turn to the right and head down this rocky sort of cliff edge. We will now find the next treasure chest down here by this cliffside. And it looks like some Ashborn are guarding it. Just take care of them so we can access this chest for ourselves. And guys, if you haven't already, please make sure that you smash that subscribe button, because I've got tons more daily Skyrim guides coming out very soon that you will not want to miss. There are a few dead treasure hunters next to the chest, and I guess they dug it up and disturbed the ash while they were doing so, and obviously they were killed. But we can find the unique DEATHBRAND boots inside this chest, and they're enchanted to boost your carry weight by 10 points for each piece of the armour you're wearing, so 40 points once you have the whole set. Next though, we'll need to come here on the map, to the Earthstone, which is located right next to Raven Rock where we first started this journey. Once you are here, just turn around and head north up the coastline. If you look between the trees over there in the distance, you can see some bandits who have done the honour of digging up the next treasure chest for us. Just take out these guys to claim it for yourself. As you can see guys, I've taken Vilkas on this adventure with us, and he's using the Giant's Club, a weapon that does 400 damage in his hands. It's pretty damn powerful and it looks pretty funny when he wallops people around the head with it. If you want to get that set up for yourself, make sure you check out my other guide in the description on how to do that below. But just loot this chest and get yourself that DEATHBRAND armor, which increases your stamina by 15 points for each piece of DEATHBRAND you have equipped. And lastly, we must travel up the north coast all the way to Bristleback Cave, and this location has a Reichling camp just outside it. So when you arrive, please do take care of them. You can actually get your very own Reichling follower if you are interested. I'll leave a link to my guide on how to do that below. But they actually count as pets as well, so you can have a human follower like Vilkas and also a Reichling follower at the same time. Anyway, work your way south from Bristleback Cave and you'll be ambushed by some more Reichlings. It's pretty funny watching Vilkas decimate them with his oversized club. What an absolute beast. You'll find the chest sunken into the ground here, next to a few mud crabs. So if you just loot it, you can grab the final unique piece of the DEATHBRAND set, the DEATHBRAND gauntlets, which give you a total boost of 40% to your one-handed damage once you're wearing all 4 pieces of the set. So you now have the full DEATHBRAND set, and there is also a mysterious key here that we can use to get 2 unique twin blades called Blood Scythe and Soul Render. These 2 blades are some of the best dual wield weapons in the game, and you can get them in part 2 of this video guide. Just follow the link in the description for the continuation of this guide. There's also a sick boss battle as well to conclude the DEATHBRAND quest. But for the rest of this video, I want to talk to you guys about how to improve this unique DEATHBRAND armor set to make it even more awesome. The armor set can only be improved by using a very rare material called Stalrim, and this can only be mined at a few select locations around this island. So in order to actually mine this material, we will need to get an ancient Nordic pickaxe, because it can't be mined with a normal one. So to get the ancient Nordic pickaxe, just come back to Raven Rock. And once you are here, you're going to want to come down this pathway and speak to Glover Malloy. He works as a smith in the town. Just talk to him and he will ask you to fetch his ancient Nordic pickaxe from Cretius.
You haven't seen Cretius Corellius, have you? That foolish old man's taken my pickaxe again.
So now we must find Cretius, and he can be found in Raven Rock Mine, which is just over here in this cliffside. So let's head on inside and talk to Cretius. If you just keep talking to him, you will eventually have the option to ask him about getting the pickaxe back. Just tell him that it's not his and that he needs to give it back, and then he'll give it to you. And we're now just going to keep this pickaxe for ourselves. Don't give it back to Glover yet. So now you have the ancient Nordic pickaxe, we can now mine Stalrim deposits. But yeah, so where do I find these Stalrim deposits? Well, my friends, let me show you. Because if we go to this location on the map, at the very north of the island, just here, called North Shore Landing, we'll actually find a few hidden deposits. And guys, once you get here, you're going to want to head east along the North Shore, and you'll see this small iceberg in the distance floating in the sea with a couple of hawkers on it. So now you just need to swim over to that island. And once you are here, just kill the hawkers and you'll be able to mine the Stalrim deposits. There's actually a hidden enchanted weapon inside one of these deposits that you can grab as well. Mine sort of glitched out of the rock. So you'll find that you get 3 Stalrim from each deposit, but you'll only need 1 Stalrim to upgrade each piece of DEATHBRAND armor. So obviously a total of 4 pieces are needed. You can also use the Stalrim to craft Stalrim weapons and armor. And the amazing things about this weapon and armor is that any frost enchantment that you apply to it, so either frost damage or resist frost, will be twice as powerful compared to if you used it on another piece of armor. So if you want to know how you can get more Stalrim to craft those armor pieces and weapons, please check out the link below in the video description on all the locations you can find this rare material. But once you have them, you're just going to want to go to a workbench and start upgrading it. You will of course need the arcane blacksmithing perk because the armor is enchanted, and rather strangely you'll also need the ebony smithing perk even though it counts as light armor.
I'll give you this warning only once. Stay out of my way and we'll do this.
So before you do upgrade it, I suggest drinking a potion of Fortify Smithing so you can improve the armor rating even further than normal. But even if you don't have a potion, you'll still be able to double the armor rating just with the ebony smithing perk, which is still pretty damn good. So this will give you a total base armor rating of 157. And of course we also get that plus 100 armor as well, for a total base armor rating of 257. And if you also have a high light armor skill and the light armor skill tree perks, you'll actually smash the armor cap of 567 armor rating. As you can see in the video, I have. So basically guys, once you get past an armor rating of 567, you have reached the armor cap, and this will give you an 80% physical damage resistance, which is the best you can get in the game. And guys, let's not forget that this is light armor, so it pretty much weighs nothing as well. The only downside of this set is that you cannot re-enchant it again. And guys, just so you know, even if you have an armor rating of 20,000, it's still only going to give you an 80% physical damage resistance. So please stop commenting on my videos saying, oh, my armor rating is amazing. It's not, like, that's the maximum you can get, even though the number might be higher. Oh, my armor rating is so good. Anyway guys, do not forget to smash that subscribe button for more daily Skyrim guides. And you can also follow me on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter so you never miss one of my daily guides. because I always post them on social media whenever I release a new one. But thanks again for watching me, ESO, and I will see you, loyal subscriber, in the next Skyrim video guide. Have a fantastic day, and goodbye. Don't forget that you can receive text and or email notifications from my channel every time I release a new video. Underneath the video, just hit subscribe and then hit the bell next to it. You will now get notified as soon as I release a new video.